Very weird. Not muted, but the mic had... So the whole beginning of this is silent. That sucks. The mic had assigned itself to a different source for some reason. That was weird. Well, hi, Moody. How you doing? Okay. So, last one, I have a separate value in this, or I have a separate key in this dictionary just to identify what the last one is, because this is all strings, not numbers. And I don't want to bother with having it loop through and turn them all into numbers and then figure out which one's the largest one. And there are gaps and all kinds of stuff like that, so just to make things simple... Alright, you go get that thing in the backyard. Just to make things simple, there's a key of last and a value of 35 that's updated every time we bring in a new key. And all that I need to do to make sure that that doesn't get messed up is the remove function needs to include a check. And if the one being removed is the last one, it will update the last thing accordingly. That's simple. Okay, so our last quote was 35, so just to make sure this is still working, we're going to go ahead and add quote 36. And that's going to be over... Need the Twitch chat. And both with and without the space will work, but I'm using without because that doesn't trigger stream elements, and I haven't shut that down yet. So we're just going to say quote add, and it should say 36. Perfect. Beautiful. And then if I go to... And currently these commands are only responding to me, but I'll change that. I haven't gone through and done the permission stuff. We're getting there, but Botman's not quite ready to go live again yet. Big progress, though. Getting it all connected, getting saving to external files, and all kinds of wacky crap. It's going very well. So the next thing that needs to happen is to try and get this quote remove function working. And then the quote, 36 is enough of them for us to do some testing. I need to get the rest of them pumped in there, but I'm not going to worry about that at this time. Let's double check and make sure the reverse is getting updated as well. There should be, yeah, 36 last. Perfect. And you can't beat the stink. Excellent. Good, classy man I am. Alright, and then we're gonna disconnect and close this. Okay, so quote remove is what we're working on now, and I have this delete dictionary entry method that is mostly just wrapping up a key removal. And was the dilapidated ping pong table leaned against the shed? So is it crumbled into even further pieces now? And I don't remember exactly what this was doing wrong. Let me think about this. So I think this was working properly now. Dictionary remove key. That should... Oh, that's right. Okay, so I simplified this. This is just going for the key. And then on the other end, I need to do some figuring so that it needs to pull the key, which means I need it to... That's what that reverse dictionary is for, so that I can easily reverse search. Bit of wood shards flung in every direction. Dogs were fine, though. Oh, that's good. Okay. Jesus. You having a storm right now, or what's going on? Okay, so let's think about this. Where's quote add? Quote add is right here. Quote remove is right here. String quote, okay. Yeah, so the input for that is going to be the quote. And then we need to reverse search to get the key. And then it's going to run a delete dictionary entry with the key. So if there's a value match for the quote list, that means if it finds that string in the quote list exactly, see, but I'm tempted to say the user should just put in the key anyway. You mowed this morning and moved it over to that spot. Guess it wasn't very stable. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I'm glad nothing happened. That's good news. Yeah, okay, so wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's the right number of characters, but this isn't going to be quote. This is going to be key. For now, we're going to say people have to put in the key, and that makes things simpler. Right? And then if you go back to quote remove, this should be key as well. And then we want to value match the reverse. Okay, that should theoretically work. We're not sending out the chat message confirmation yet. And delete dict entry should put out, like, it should return a string saying that it was successful. Okay, good. It also has an unsuccessful string, although this is actually already wrapped up in an if statement that prevents that. But since it's just a callable method, I wanted to make sure that it was not going to break if I used it outside of this context, which I don't know if I will, but I probably will. So, okay. Let's think about this. So that should work, right? I feel like that should work. If I wanted to try and remove... In other news, you're now legally a car owner. Well, again, sorry about the circumstances, but congratulations. That's awesome. So have you taken it for a spin yet? Where are you going first? Are you going to go camping? What's the plan? Yeah, okay. And then that is getting the key. So it just needs to find that key in the value list. Alright, so I don't think I actually need the... I think the last value doesn't actually need to be present in the reverse dictionary. I don't think that's necessary. We can keep that information tracked, because we would never need to... Ooh, deviled eggs, that sounds good. How you doing, Rose? I would never need to get that one reversed. I would never want to have to look up the number and then get the word last as a result. So we're going to get rid of that. That true statement right there is an optional argument I added onto this to have it also write a reverse version into a reversed dictionary. We're not going to do that. Thinking about going to the zoo tomorrow. Oh, you want to go far away, but you need to get it all fixed up first. Repair a side panel, repaint, replace fluids, and clean it all up. Well, that sounds like a fun project, though. But thinking about going to the zoo tomorrow, that sounds like fun. Okay, so we are going to manually go into the reversed quote list, and we're going to remove that. I don't think it needs to be in there, because the problem I would have run into with remove is it would have gone into the reversed dictionary and tried to remove it using the quote. Yeah, so it would have the way it finds it is with the key. So the first, like, it comes as a pair, right? And so you have the key, which is the number of the quote, and the quote itself is the value. And then I have a reversed dictionary so that I can look up a quote and get the quote number. But I need to delete both. And the problem is, in the reversed list, we have a quote number as both the key for the word last, to define, like, this is the last number in the set, and then also for the actual attached quote, so that would have confused it. It would have had doubles. So we're not going to do that. But I don't need it in there. I only need the last information in one direction. I'm not going to need the reverse of that, so that'll be okay. I had to run through that in my head again to make sure I wasn't missing something. Sorry. Okay, so that's fine. All right. Still want to camp at a national park, and you're kind of in between Zion and the Badlands right now. Ooh, go to Zion. Okay. Output equals delete dict entry. But I gave this a reverse variable, right? If I go to file manager, did we give this? Yeah, include reversed. So if include reversed, remove but key is not going to be the same. It's going to need to be value, but there is no automatically associated value. It's going to need to locate that value. Oh no, because there's the out string. So we should be fine. Right? Feels like yes. Try get value. I'm pretty sure that's what outstring means, but I'm kind of spacing. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll see if the right thing gets removed. I mean, it's attaching it to that, and it considers that an acceptable definition. We don't have value anywhere else in here. Like, if I change this to spud, that value breaks. Okay, so yeah, this has to be value. I feel approximately solid about this. This should delete quotes. So we're gonna boot them back up. I mean, let's run that through mentally. I'm gonna connect it. Let's run that through mentally before I actually do it. So if it receives the command that says quote remove and then it gets a number, I should probably have it strip any pound signs out of that number just in case people decide to write it that way. That way it doesn't matter. But we're not going to do that right this second. Let's just test and see if it works. So they'd get remove, but everything up until quote remove gets wiped out of there, and that becomes key. Okay, so then we have quote remove key, and that's going to take us up to quote remove key. So if that key is present in the reversed quote list, then output delete dictionary entry for that key from the quote list, the forward quote list, okay, and then that by design, because we have true selected, right? Right? Delete. No, no, we don't. No, we don't. True. All right, so we're going to kill botman again because I messed up. Okay, so true. That way it will now do the... It'll include the reversed. It should really only load that dictionary if include reversed is active. Otherwise, it could create some crashes because some aren't going to have a reversed dictionary. We'll make a mental note of that. Yeah, every time I have this second dictionary established, we're bringing him back from the dead. He's gonna be okay. He's gonna be all right. He's gonna be better than ever, actually. Good old Bomtan. That's what he is right now. He's currently a little scrambled, but we'll put him back together. Okay, so now it gets that information in. The variable it's getting, the main variable that we need to pay attention to that it's getting is key, and the file name is for the regular, the straightforward dictionary. So then we have the reverse dictionary happens second, okay, and then it comes down, try get value key out value, remove key, yes, from the main dictionary, and then if include reversed, which is yes, then we want to, from the reverse dictionary, remove value. Good, and then it'll tell us it did that. This should work. I got a good feeling. Let's do it. Here we go. Show me potato salad. Okay. Good morning, botman. Oh wait, you're not. No. Now good morning. There we go. Okay. So we're just gonna. I added 36. We're gonna try and remove 36. Could always hit up Grand Canyon and Petrified Forest on the way back. They're relatively close to Zion. Maybe a bit too ambitious for one trip, though. Yeah, you should start smaller. Focus on one, and then build up from there. I'm sure you'll get to the point where you're like hitting 6 or 7 places on the way there and all that stuff. But you gotta build up to it. You're gonna blow yourself out. Okay, let's try this. Quote remove 36. Now it never works out. It's gonna crash, right? This quote does not exist. Interesting. So, okay, so that means something's wrong here. It landed on this quote does not exist. So it correctly recognized the command and got to this point. And then it tried to put in the key 36. Your grandpa stole a piece of mica from Death Valley, which is super illegal, apparently. Stealing stuff from... Is Death Valley a national park? It's not, though. Yeah, it is. Is it? Do we need to... It seems unnecessary. People are staying out on their own. Then again, your grandpa stole a piece of mica, so the world's chaos. Now, I already know this value match is the correct function for what I'm trying to do here because I've already used it up here. It is? Yeah, that's probably that would explain it being super illegal. But I mean, you got it, right? Not that I condone that. Don't do it now. But how long ago was this? That's also relevant, you know. Okay, so it's coming up with this quote doesn't exist. So what we should have it do here is where this is happening, I want it to actually... It's not going to say that to me. Instead, it's going to say... it's going to tell us... Actually... yeah, it's going to say key, doink, and then we just want a comma and key. So that way, when it trips up on us, it can tell us what the key is. We're also going to... Wait, why are you not happy? Another parentheses. We're also going to look into the quote list and the reverse quote list to see if it actually did edit files. 36. You can't beat the stink. Number 36 is still in there, and last is still marked as 36. And same is true here, and there is no last in the reversed quote list anymore. Okay, that's fine. I'm sorry, what was the question? Think taking things from national parks is illegal so that millions of people don't just take every pretty rock until... Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh no, I don't think you should do it now at all. But that's why I'm asking if it was a long time ago, because, you know, if you went to the Grand Canyon and took a pebble, that would be the same, right? I mean, yes. Yeah, you're not supposed to take stuff. You've heard of rangers at Yellowstone checking cars for contraband. Yeah, I mean, I believe it. So many people go there, you'd literally pick the place clean. It makes sense. It's just, you know, if it was a long time ago. Can't undo it now. I guess you could take it back. That Micah went on a very long journey. Bleeding and I'm bleeding right before the law. Okay, so it is now going to tell us what the key was that it searched for, because that could explain what I'm doing wrong here. So let's try this again. It didn't end up successfully deleting anything. So we're going to connect. Oh, don't say that. Come on. There we go. Sometimes it doesn't like to connect if I crashed to get out. It's not happy about reconnecting because Twitch is like, whoa, where'd you go? And it's not down with that. Okay, so... Or no, it's quote remove. $36. Key 36. So what the butt? Is my check wrong? Let's disconnect this time. Try get value. Value match. Oh yeah, no. It shouldn't be checking the reversed for the key. The value match should be there. That's an error. I see. Okay. Now it should work. Until we find the next problem. Yay, coding. Okay, we connect. And then we say quote remove 36. I think it might have done it that time. Wait, no, it gave us the error again. Why? No, this time it should definitely work. You've heard of Rangers... in a new major motion picture, one Twitch streamer must write her grandfather's historic mistake in a cross-country road trip experience to restore the balance to Death Valley. Oh my god. I feel like it would be called A Stone's Throw. The climactic moment is you opening a Ziploc baggie and dropping a tiny stone onto a pile of other tiny stones. The world is safe now. Oh my god. That'd be beautiful. Okay, so for some reason, its value match is still coming up Bupkis, which seems weird. I guess I should make 100% sure there's nothing, no spaces or anything, and I'm not just reading that wrong. So let's do it one more time. Connect. There's probably something huge and glaring that I'm missing. Quote, remove 36. Oh, wait, no, that's a value match. Wait a second. Wait just a second here. Just a gosh darn minute. This should be checking the reversed because it's a value match. And if we go into... Yeah, because that key is 36. So then if we go into the reversed file, it should be doing a value match and finding a key of 36. Or a value of 36, because it's a value match. So it finds a value of 36. That should be a positive match, which means this should be true. It's backwards. I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, so I wired these backwards. I wasn't thinking. Yeah, because this is if no value match, and then here's what you do, because it was for a quote add. So this is the success path because that's if it's not there. But in this case, the success path is going to be if it is there. So we just remove that exclamation point. Do it. Do it. This is the one. I can feel it. This music is giving me confidence. Alright, connect. And then quote remove 36. Key 36 deleted from... Uh-oh. Oh no, deleted from the right spot. Beautiful. So let's see if it got them both. Did it get them both? Where are my files? Did I close that window? Idiot. Hold on a second. Okay. So, quote list should be missing 36, which it is not. At all. Yeah, so it told me it was deleted, but it didn't do it. So what did it do? Okay, so now we're successfully going through and into here, so it's the delete dictionary entry function that's not working. But the output was key 36 deleted from that. Yeah, okay, so that's correct. I actually think this could do without the entire thing. Just file name is probably enough. Don't need the whole thing. So is remove just not working? Oh! I know what's wrong. Still need to write the dictionary back in. We need to write all text at the bottom. This guy right here. So we're going to take that, and then this drops in right here. And we're going to say string output. Okay, nope. And then this becomes output equals. Same here. Output equals. And then down here we say return output. Beauty. Okay. Middle schoolers across the country will have to watch it as part of a class about respecting national parks, preventing wildfires, and not littering. And then it starts raining and Death Valley becomes full of nature and is renamed Life Valley. Rose then earns a Nobel Prize and a seat in the UN. Oh my god. I love this. We're making this movie. A Hallmark original film. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that should do the trick. I'm going to go through and do that quick little patch. How many of those are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the only ones with doublies, right? Write and remove. When I make the edit one, that's going to require... Well, no, because edit actually is just secretly write. It doesn't matter. It just replaces the original anyway. Because this write function includes, if it finds it already in there, it just replaces. Yeah, okay. Honestly, we'd be doing Hallmark original films a favor. Is there an antagonist? No, it's a Hallmark film. The antagonist is entertainment. Yeah, you're right, Rose. This is honestly too good for a Hallmark original. Okay. How does your light shine in the halls of Shambhala? Okay, so if include reversed, then we say blah 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 blah. So only load this dictionary if reversed. How does your light shine in the halls of Shambhala? Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that totally works. And then again, if include reversed, whoops. So it only pulls in the reversed dictionary. I see. So then the dictionary doesn't technically exist because it's being created here. So what we actually need to do is copy this line alone. Okay, it goes right here, gets established, but doesn't actually exist. And then it gets defined if we're using it. There we go. Okay, and then why is this angry? Use of unassigned local variable, but oh, no, but it's inside an if statement. It's assigned. If it needs to be. Don't be shitty. Why is it being shitty? And why is it only mad about that one? That's my bigger question. Why are you only mad about this one? Why aren't you mad about this one? That makes me confused. Are you sure? It's inside an if statement. It should be fine. It won't let me run, will it? Yeah. Can I just equal it to an empty dictionary? Yes! Ah. But that's not right. Oh, yeah, new. New dictionary. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So now it gets established as an empty dictionary. And that way it won't do the effort to actually load anything unless that information is required, which is good because in some cases the reverse dictionary isn't going to exist and that would cause a crash. So that's good. We're going to keep doing that. This line needs to be added down here also in order to make this work. So under string output, we want to establish that dictionary. And then, yeah, that's now problematic, but we'll take care of that. It becomes if include include reversed. Okay. Right. And then same here. If include reversed. Yes. Then we do all of that. Starts with an earthquake. Okay. That's good. That's already been made an if statement. Okay, I think we're in business. No warnings. Now it's only loading those if need be. We have our right statements. The dictionary should. So the issue was I keep forgetting. It's pulling the dictionary out of the JSON and into memory, modifying it, and then I was forgetting to then write it back to the JSON file, so it didn't actually get saved. It was doing the operation I was asking it to do, but it wasn't finishing the job. Excuse me. Okay, so that should take care of that. So show me the money. What do we got here? Connect. Oh, you know what? Let's just see if this part works. I've got a feeling it actually worked this time. Sure enough, stopping at 35. Now it does still say... Oh, this is the reversed one. It should still say that the last one was 36. Yeah, so that's a problem. I'll manually fix that for now. And we're going to go through and patch that. So disconnect. And the way this should work is... it should be in the quote remove function, which all of this stuff, I don't think it should be in my main window class. I think it should be pushed off into a separate bot class. But since it's directly affecting a ton of things that happen in the window, I don't see a point in doing that right now. A lot of this other stuff was incorporated into this main class and it's been pushed aside. I'm sure I'll be able to do it again. Okay, so we want to be in the quote remove, and the other thing it needs to do, if it does actually find the quote, it's going to it's going to check to see if that key matches the value associated with it. Yes? No. So the variable it's working with is the key. So that's the number for the quote. And then we need to check to see if that number matches the value associated with the key last, L-A-S-T, which is not a number, but it's the same thing, because all of the numbers are not numbers. They're strings. And that's because of the way I set it up, but that's because I know that some of my keys are going to need to be words and not numbers, and it's easier to just convert the word numbers into numbers if I have to, than it is to have two different kinds of dictionary writing functions. So it needs to check and see what last is. Numbers or strings? Got it, yes. So what have you guys been up to? I know Moody's been busy, but he's got a new car. Rose, what have you been up to? What you doing? How you people holding up? You leave me broken, shot out alive. Okay. We're gonna say if key. Oh, we need parentheses. If key is equal to read dict entry. It's going to be quote list dot JSON last, and then the subfolder is quotes. And so if that is the case, then we are also going to say write dict entry quote list dot JSON should be on the key, right? Yes. Last, and the value is should be key -1. Sometimes numbers are double strings. This is true. You're playing Stardew, been thinking about streaming 34 hours a week instead of getting a job. Oh yeah? I mean, if you want to go for it, you should go for it. Just as long as you have a way to support yourself. Key -1. Oh, well, yeah, that's because it's not a string, or because it's not a number, but this is what I'm talking about. So that is a number, which means all that I really need to do here is do int.parse key -1. Now it'll be happy with that. And then subfolder is again quotes okay, so that should do it. Wait, why are you mad about this? Oh, that's right. Because at the end of the day, this is still a string, so it needs to all be wrapped up again, and then dot toString. So absurd. I did that to myself, but I still think it's probably the right way to go about this. Okay, so that's all well and good. I think quote remove is functional now. We're going to test it and make sure it takes out quote 35 and bumps the number back. And the way this basically works is if a quote, I mean, nobody that's not a moderator is going to have access to this. But if it's a quote that's older than the most recent, then that spot's just going to be left empty, essentially. Does that mean that I don't actually want it to be a delete dictionary entry? I want it to write it? Is that true? Do I want it to write it as an empty string? Yeah, because then the key still exists, but the value doesn't. But then we'd have values that are empty. I think I'm going to need to put things in our empty quotes. I think that's the only way this is going to work. Or just no quote. Like, don't even have an identifier. I probably want to write it as null, but I don't want to write it as null. I'm like, it doesn't actually... Because it'll come up with a not found. I already have that written into the read function. See? So it doesn't need to be null if it's just not there. And that way, deleting it will delete it. Could always write it back in if we wanted to. That's the thing. I think it keeps things simpler to just have it not exist. And then if we want to write it back in, we can. So that means I manually went and put 9 in there, not thinking about the fact that the reversed version is very confusing if there are multiple. Because that's where the real confusion happens, is there'll be, this is the key side in this reversed quote list, and so there'll be keys that are the same, which doesn't work. So I think we just get rid of them. And then if they get written back in, they get written back in. But for now, 9 is empty. I think it's 9 and 40 or something. I didn't just break that, right? Show me reversed again. 8, comma. Okay, good. I thought I accidentally deleted that comma. Okay, so that works. Well, and I could have it like shift the numbers back, but why? People memorize the numbers. I'd rather there be missing spots in the list than have it be confusing to use, and numbers can just keep going up. So I'm fine with that. Okay, so then in the place where it's actually taking the user input, quote remove, okay. And then what I think I'll do is I'll just change the quote add so if you want, you can deliberately force a quote number, and then it can... maybe I'll make a separate quote overwrite or something like that just to make sure nobody accidentally does that. Yeah, that's a good idea. So, okay. So we'll just... if message starts with quote overwrite, Okay, we want that puppy right in there. But then right here where we have our quote remove, we want to say string key equals blah, 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 blah. But we also want to dot strip, or no, not strip, what is it? Dot, will I just do remove? I think it's trim. Okay. But I can use trim and then specify quotes. What are the overloads? Oh, I'm not going to worry about that. Okay. So let's test. Oh no, it's okay. Okay. Pound sign. That's right. Almost messed that up. This is for if somebody says quote number whatever. Oh, do I need to do a character literal for that? That makes sense. Okay, that looks like a homunculus. There we go. Alright, so let's boot it again, and this time we should be in a good spot. If I say, first of all, there should be no 36. Right? Yeah, last quote 35. Okay. So now we're going to try quote remove. We're going to try number 35. Key 35 deleted from quote list.json. And did it also set that back to 34? Yes! Right on. Okay, cool. Yeah, because the only purpose of that that last thing is so that it can keep counting up from wherever it is. And prevents it from doing anything weird if there's a gap. So let's just keep that all as it is. That works out just fine. Okay, so now we want to move on to attempting to summon a quote. Thank you, Rose. All right, so we're successfully deleting quotes. We can add quotes. Once the time go right out the window. This should be really easy. It should just pull down the dictionary, make a list of the... It needs to pull down the dictionary, make a list of the keys, index that list, select a random number from that list of indexes, then use that index to select a key, and then use that key to call a quote. That's what should happen. Because I don't think you can index... Can you enumerate a dictionary? Maybe you can. But then you can't select using that index anyway. That's the problem. That's right, I ran into that earlier. Okay. Alright, so usually I just start with the if statement, like just where the command would get accepted. It just helps me to go through it like in the order that the code is going to process it. So the first thing it will do is it'll be checking to see if it starts with just quote. Oh, and then you know what happens? Oh no. What we'll do for now is this will be an equals. And then what it's eventually going to be is these will actually be sub options inside of this. Oh, actually, okay, so here we go. We do starts with, right? We say starts with quote. Then we open that up. We wrap all these up inside. Well, not all, there are only 2 of them. But we wrap all 2 of these up inside. Okay, those go in here. And the first if statement is if message dot equals. No. So for now, we're going to say if there's absolutely nothing else other than quote. God, I can't type today. All right. Then we do all of this nonsense. What the hell was that? What are you doing? Oh, well, yeah. The if statement isn't in parentheses. Okay, so we got that. Nice. And then this will serve to, I can put the whole random thing in here. That'll work out perfectly. I can put the whole random thing in here. And then we can handle if there are specifications for what quote people are looking for. We can worry about that after. That's what we're talking about. Okay. So, just for clarity's sake, quote commands. Okay, and then what we want to do in here, new random rand equals. Why are you mad? Is it okay? Is it happy with me after I do that? Is that all that's the problem? Oh, dummy. Rand equals new random. That's how you're supposed to do it. No? I already have a random selection in here for hello. Where is it? Starting to see, this is what I mean. I need to start breaking this up because this is getting too long to scroll through. Hello. Oh, duh. Okay. And then we want to say oh, I see. I'm being silly here. Hold on. What we want here is quote random like that, and then we're going to take this stuff and wrap it into something up top. Up here with its buddies. Quote add, quote remove, which is now complete. And then we pop in some quote random. Boom. Oh, no, not boom. Yeah, and that has no inputs. Let me drop these in here. There we go. Now we're in business. All right, and then it should be import. Okay, quote list.json. Oh, and it needs the subfolder, which is quotes. Very nice. Your value isn't monetary, it's emotional. I can relate to that. Okay. I think that makes sense. Probably doesn't, but I think it does. Dictionary string blah equals blah blah, import blah blah. Okay. And then list string keys equals dict.keys. New list string okay, that should work. And then we need to select. I'm basically just doing the same thing I did down there. I could have just copied that script. So that means we want this guy next. Oh yeah, so it's just choosing from a random list, but the list is different. I don't know why I'm being difficult here. Oh, except it's not random, it's rand. So let's just fix that. There. Now it'll be happy. Don't get me wrong. You can speak your mind. No, thank you. I accidentally Command Alt or Control Alt. I still say Command. I haven't had a Mac. I haven't been using a Mac regularly in like over 2 years. Or no, over a year. Over a year. But still say Command. Okay. So then it should be returning to us. Oh, I guess it's not returning. It just speaks. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll have it speak. If I go and push this somewhere else, it'll be a function that returns a string, and then the actual IRC command, the IRC chat command, will be inside of this. We'll see. I'm not sure it's going to be necessary, but it is starting to get a little busy for comfort. Okay, send public chat. No. Send public chat message. Perfect. So that's all it does. If you say quote, it'll pull a random quote. And it should just do that. And actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to rename this, because I think I could wrap in the search will go into this function at all, as well. So we're going to rename this quote call. Okay. We'll be okay with that, and then we're going to say oh yeah, it's not going to work for you yet, I'm sorry. And it's definitely not going to work in the YouTube chat yet. Although that is on the list. I'm going to be working on that. This part, I mean, I'm just plugging in functionality now. So the hard part was getting it all connected and communicating. And there are 2 more platforms I want to get it connected to. And then I might actually let it live on my Raspberry Pi. I think that's probably going to be the plan. Okay. And then we're going to have bool random. And it will default to true. Oh, okay. Just capitalize that. There. That's not confusing or anything. All right, let's add an is. Okay, and then when we're down here, quote call. Oh, and is random defaults to true, so we're good. And then from here on out, we could add more that says if is random equal to false. You know, we could go on from there. And that then just all remains a part of this. It's one less quote thing for me to make. I guess that should probably get wrapped also, and then this should just be an else statement, honestly. And I wrote that wrong anyway. It should just be Gonna make me shine. There we go. And then we're going to pop all of this into here. Perfect. Okay, we activate. And then... No! What did I do wrong? It's got to be something stupid. Ah, indeed it is. Show me. Where? Ugh, dummy. Alright, go. Connect. Yes! Okay. I'll have it say the actual quote. It works. Will it keep giving me random ones? Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. That's good news. So we're gonna slightly modify that. We're gonna slightly modify that so that it's actually telling us the quote number. Is going to be string.format quote number. Okay. Good. And then we want a comma there. And here, and this should be... That's better. Oh, and we're missing a parentheses. Okay. So just to verify that that did in fact work. Perfect. Quote 15. Yeah, and I think it's nicer without tagging people every time with the response. Although, maybe it should. Maybe it should. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should it continue to tag people? I can do that. I don't have it pulling that information down right now. But if I say, like, test, I can pull that info. Oh, you know what I should really do is make botman say something. If I could silence stream elements, that would be good. Or just make botman say something. What about hello? It doesn't show his response over here? Oh, because he's the bot, so he's not registering his own. Can somebody hop on to the Twitch chat if you guys can hear me and just comment something? Just say anything really quick. I just want to see how it gets broken up. Because I can't. It says unenlightened live in all of those slots, and some of them are the channel it's on, and some of them are the person that said something, and I can't tell because they're both me. If anybody is able to do that, that would be helpful. Thank you, Moody. Oh, okay, so all the ones at the beginning are you. The one with the hashtag or the pound sign is the channel. Okay, so all those at the beginning, that's the user. So if I just take from the colon to the first exclamation point, that will grab me the username. So then I could target it at you. All right. So the thing we're going to add right now, thank you, Moody, for doing that. The thing we're going to do right now is add a, we needed to be able to send a message at somebody. So we're going to go into IRC client, send public chat message. We're going to add, again, I do love me my optional variables. Just like little switches on things. It's so nice. We're going to call this bool. Oh, no. What we do is we name this string. And we'll call it target. That way, if you want a targeted message, sending this at the same time in both chats? Oh, wait, do it again, because they're not both on the screen anymore. There, now they're both locked on the screen. Are you just curious whether Twitch or YouTube is faster? I'm curious too. You should do it again. Okay, so then the target just has to include the @ symbol, which is not a big deal. So we have the pound sign, then channel, So before that space, if I want it to be targeted at someone, I need to see that formatting again. Shoot. Alright. Live, botman! 11 seconds delay on YouTube versus Twitch. Holy damn. Okay. No, what'd I do? Oh. Yeah, true. There you go. Now run. And I just need it to tell me... 11 seconds of delay seems like a lot. What did it look like for you? I didn't see him pop up. Is that number accurate? Okay, yeah, because we want the one from Stream Elements. Yes, okay, so it's after... I would have messed that up. Alright, so after this, we want plus... I don't like doing it with all these pluses. I didn't write this. I'm probably going to clean this up and do it with the... I really like the string dot format. It makes it very clear what you're constructing. Even if it's still all variables like this, it's just easier to see what you're doing. So then we want target here. And then it should be able to do a targeted message without anything else, right? Oh, those looked like they both popped up almost at the same time from my perspective. Oh, it's what you counted. You can see Twitch at the bottom of the stream. I see. Oh, that's right. I still have that up. I should probably technically turn that off during these Patron streams, but whatever. No biggie. Okay, so... Yeah, I guess it's catching up to you. Alright. I don't want it to have to be... It always proves to be better to make it complicated once here inside the function rather than making it a pain in the ass everywhere else. So... I'm going to make this into a single line. And we're going to say if target is equal to nothing, then do this. Else it's going to be the exact same, except we're going to add in target. Oh wait, that's one more plus sign than I require. Guess YouTube felt called out. Yeah, they had to stand up for themselves, establish their dominance. And I will go ahead and include the comma and space. And then we'll put the @ sign right there. There we go. Okay, so it should be able to do a targeted message now, which means when I go here and it says for quote call, quote call, there we go. It should be send that message, yes, but please make it targeted at the user. Oh, I'm not grabbing that. That's the other half of this. Okay, so then that means we need this to be pulling the user, because we're going to need it in here, right? So string user, and then we're going to go ahead and drop that here. The target will be the user. Why is this mad? Optional parameters must appear after all required parameters. What? I did that, didn't I? Oh, no, it's just telling me I structured that wrong. Okay. So that is going to be required. It's going to take that every time. And then we'll pop that there. Okay, that's fine. And then if we go down to where it's actually being run, why is it not happy? Oh, because user is required. I'm so dumb. Alright, so then how is it getting the user? We have the message. Oh, username, right there. It's already being pulled. That's awesome. Perfect. Quote call, username should default to random. For consistency's sake, we're going to rename this. Because this is Frankencode, the nomenclature is kind of all over the place, which is driving me nuts. But I have an actual threshold I'm aiming for here, which is every functionality that it had before, plus the functioning quote list with searchability. That's when it'll go live again, and at that point I'll clean it up as best I can, and then I'll start adding additional features. But not until it's cleaned up. So get it working first, then cleanup session. Okie dokie. So that should be doing the trick. Let's do a Shift F5. And this time it should include the username. Like, it should tag me when I call for the quote. Yeah, baby. All right. Nice. Nice. So now indistinguishable from the Stream Elements version, except for I included the word quote, I guess. I was very happy to see that it accepted the TM with no problems. I don't know if that'll work as well with emojis, but the TM worked. I'm going to check on the dog really quick. Okay, she's good. Oh, Jesus. So what does that mean? Oh yeah, Moody, I'm sorry. It's still not going to work for you. While I'm testing stuff out, it's only responding to my username. It'll respond to you if you do the hello, or you can also say I think respond. I didn't realize both of them survived. I understand now. That's pretty fantastic. Okay, so we're not going to worry about the more complicated quote summonings right now. For now, it's just the regular quote. I do want to be able to call it specifically by number. Respond? Hades reference? What Hades reference? What's happening? I'm so confused. Chaos? As in, like, the many-faced clay person? I mean, you can see everything I can see in the chat on my screen. So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be connecting that to. Was that what the Milord quote was from? No, that's older than that. It needs to be able to summon a quote. Oh, he says respond and you can talk. Oh, that's right. No, that might have been why it was in my head, but it wasn't a deliberate reference. It was not deliberate. And yeah, no, my answer is no. You're correct. All right. So you should be able to summon a specific quote also. It's not constructing that here, is it? So if it tries to read a dictionary entry and it gets the wrong thing, key, whatever, not found in, yeah, okay. So what I'm thinking is if I have it just checking the word after quote. Can we do quote about topic and it works yet? No, not yet. We're getting there. That's just about what I'm going to start working on here. I need to have it doing that with I need to have it do that just summon on the number first. And then I'll add the search functionality. That's what's next. I'm not going to make Botman live until that works. It should be pretty easy though, because I can just loop through the dictionary and have it search for the word. So it should be very easy. So what I'm going to have it do is, we should be down here. Because if it's none of these things, then we have an else. Right? And within this else statement, we want to take the message and start breaking it up. That's going to be complicated? Yeah, I'm making it. It's pretty much a guarantee. It's just going to be a word search function, and it's gonna feed you back your. It's very doable. I think I'm actually going to have it whisper to you all of the quotes that use that word, and then you can go ahead and just summon the quote you were looking for in the chat. That's probably what it's going to end up doing. Yeah, so this else statement, this encompasses quote, space, anything that's not an existing command. So that's going to be any sorts of special quote calls, like about or horoscope or search or whatever. Although horoscope's actually going to probably end up being a separate command that's just using the quote list. I think I'm actually going to have a secondary, because some of those just, like, they're not funny or anything, they don't make sense, so you guys will be able to remove it from the horoscope list. That's the plan there. This is all being stored as JSON files alongside the exe, so it doesn't hold all of this in working memory. So the first thing we need to do is we can, what's the thing I'm looking for? I want to split it, I think. And we want to split it on spaces. There's our separator. And then what is it? Do I do that and say, like, I want part 0 of it? Is that how I'm up? Or wait, search. That's a better word. Makes it clear. Okay. So it'll take the first one out of the search split, and that'll be value, or we'll go param for now. That works, because that'll be our search parameter, and then try and we're going to try to parse that. Do I need to do that? I don't need to parse it, do I? Because I'm just searching. We would just search for that key. So we just want to try. I don't need to parse it. What I need to do is say ta 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 ta. Is going to be the output of this is going to be, you want to take but it won't be a failure because we'll do a lookup. We'll do a lookup, read dict entry, which will either return the value or a not found. It's starting to feel like it would be easier for me to actually pass up errors. Maybe that would be smarter. Oh no, that'll work. Yeah, that'll work because it'll say key not found. And we're just going to shave that off. I don't think any of our not founds or anything like that, I don't think they need to have the full location. That seems excessive. Okay, so it gives us a not found, which is fine. We don't need the try statement though. So we can just get rid of that. String equals read dict entry, and this is going to be quote list.json. And our key is param, hopefully. And subfolder is going to be quotes. Okay, that takes care of that. Again, I feel like I should pull this up and it should be a quote search. It's getting muddy. It's just kind of starting to get all over the place on me. This is all inside the run function. But then at that point, why is this not inside the run function? Or should that other stuff be up here? Probably the second thing. Except the real question is, would it be doing this in any generalized situation? And I think the answer to that is no. It would only be doing this stuff in this situation. So that doesn't need to be generalized. I hope that's right. Okay. And then we'll just, for now, just say irc.send public chat with output. So if it does find it, it's going to return as the raw value. And if it doesn't find it, it's going to return as that string, that formatted string. That seems kind of stupid. It seems very stupid. Seems incredibly stupid. I mean, I'm thinking to myself, I could just say, like, okay, fine, because it doesn't need to say, at this person, here's quote number blank, when you said, give me quote number blank. It's just not very nice formatting-wise. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to modify this to say error. And other not founds will also start with error. And then we'll go over here and say if output dot starts with error, oh, actually we'll say if it doesn't start with error, go ahead and take that and do your thing. Else no, there's still a cleaner way to do this. Because right here we should still have this, right? Okay. So if it doesn't start with error, we do that. Otherwise, we just send it out and don't do anything to it. If it does say error, we just send it out. So if it doesn't say error, then we want to take our output and pump it into this same nonsense that I did up here, that I'm having to double dip in, which again just gives me that gut feeling that the way I'm going about this is kind of cattywampus, but it's alright. We're going to live with it. Go down here. Where are we? Where are we? Quote. There we go. There. And it's not key. This should be present in param. And for the time being, this will just only work Like, it'll just give you an error if you do anything other than put in a number. Although I'm also going to dot trim. We'll go ahead and take any pound signs off of there, just in case. And then this becomes output. There we go. Okay, I'm going to have to run to the restroom really quick, but I think with that, it should be more or less in the right spot. Simplified, but we should be able to summon a specific quote with the number, and then we'll move forward from here. Little bits at a time, but it's working. See what happens when the boxes get to the bottom fully. That's going to work just fine. Well, that's going to work just fine until these get here, was what I was about to say. Out, having a massive dip in speed. I think it's going to catch back up. I'm going to run and grab something while it's getting itself back together, and hopefully the stream doesn't completely break. Hello. All right, let's see if this works. So if we boot him up, I have a feeling something's going to break here. I usually have to do multiple passes before I notice the mistake I made. No way! It just worked! Oh wait, no, Stream Elements was right. Botman was wrong. Okay, so... Okay. I see what's happening, I think. So we have error key blank not found in, and it looks like it did that right. But that means the key it was looking for all right. So it's making a mistake here. So that means param is our problem. So param is not working properly. Let's just get rid of that trim really quick to see if it's causing a problem. I think I was double stripping that there. Key, nothing. Alright, I want to see exactly what it's spitting out here. So I'm going to hide that behind a little... No! God damn it, just put it where I fucking want it. Okay. It's just going to say the parameter to me, just so that we can see what it's searching on. No. I forgot to do that. That's kind of crucial. Okay. So we connect. Quote 10. Oh, yeah, I changed it in the wrong spot. That explains my confusion. So undo all of that. And then this should just be... So kill it, bring it back. Connect. Quote 10. So he's literally getting nothing. So I'm just wrong about how the split function works. What if we make it 1? Yeah, it should be counting from 0. It should completely be counting from 0. Well, okay, let's actually leave that as it is, and we're going to bump it back 1 and see if search is giving us the information that I want. So it'll tell me the search. Oh, it's taking too many characters. Because it's I need to change what it's indexing. Okay, it actually is the right number of characters, but I need to change it from remove to quote. Interesting. Oh, because it's not the whole thing. I got it. Okay. Okay, this should now work. So I'm actually so confident I'm just going to fix that back to output. I think this is going to work. Nope. It didn't. Well, and this time it didn't even give me an error. I know it's been silent before now. Oh, I didn't put in the command right, dummy. Booyah! That's what we're talking about. But it didn't do the formatting part. Which means it's doing it from there. It's saying it from here. Okay, alright. So, for some reason it's not doing the actual formatting part when we get through to that point. The message, the output does not start with the word error, and yet it's still not doing this. Start with error. So it should do this. Did it send both? Oh, it sent both. I'm just blind. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that's obvious. Okay. This should just be wrapped in an else statement. There we go. That fixes that. Okay, so now you can call a specific quote. If you're in the chat. I can say, come on, give me the bot. Where is he? Connect that. And then I can say quote 9. So that's fine. We'll just switch this to okay. They both responded. Beautiful. Now both of you give me a random one. My computer's running slow on me. Wait, why did it also do that? That's an else statement. It should only do that if none of these things were the case, right? Why did that break? Why does that break it? Well, there's a different way I could organize this, I guess. I could take this whole block of code and just put it at the top. Like this. No, I don't want to do that. Should I be doing something other than else, or am I just crazy? So if I just say quote with no spaces in it, but he gives me 2. It successfully picks from the random list, but then also... Okay, so let's kill him and bring him back just so I can make sure that's the same not found. I bet it is. I bet it is. Now bring me the... There we go. Connect. My computer's really slowing down. How's the stream doing? Are we just like choppy as hell? Oh yeah. I'm starting to actually get issues with the code because of it. It just crashed because it didn't get a response. Huh. Please stand. Happens when the boxes get to the bottom fully. That's going to work just fine. Well, that's going to work just fine until these get here, was what I was about to say. Out, having a massive dip in speed. I think it's going to catch back up. I'm going to run and grab something while it's getting itself back together, and hopefully the stream doesn't completely break. Okay, it looks like we're alive again. I think. So let's try and connect the bot this time. There we go. Alright, and if I say quote 10, that works fine. But if I pull a random, it also gives me the not found. Okay, so that means the error is definitely here, where it thinks it also needs to run this code. So why don't we make this a more specific if statement? I should look it up. So what am I wrong about? We do be alive. The quality hasn't forced itself back to 144 yet. Well, that's good. That's progress. But there's a huge delay. I could try for a reboot. Could try for a reboot. My, oh my. My numbers all look better again. The music streaming seemed to be really slowing me down.